The meaning of your communication, page 4, is the response that you get. So we're going to talk about a different level of communicating now, how to be a really effective communicator. The meaning of your communication is the response that you get. I don't say this arrogantly, but what I feel makes me an effective communicator and gives me the ability to program or rewire somebody's thinking in an hour where therapists don't do it in a year is because I have learned the ability to watch how somebody communicates my message to know and understand if they got the message or they didn't get the message. If they didn't get the message, it is something most likely that I did. So what did I do wrong? Here's what I did wrong. Next point on your handout. You'll see where it says or reads the word words. Fill in the blanks. Words equal, so important. Never forget this. Words equal symbols. I don't, but if I spoke Chinese to you and you didn't understand me and know Chinese, the reason is not because you're dumb. It's not because I'm dumb. It's because I'm sharing different words which represent symbols that you don't understand. All of us today are speaking English. So then, I have to understand you as an English person, man, woman, coach, young, tall, stupid, smart, college degree, whatever. The more I learn about you, the more I'll be able to know the right words to use because I'm going to make sure each word represents a symbol that you are aware of. Now, let me give you a perfect example. This one is a lot of fun. Let us say that you come to me and say, Gary, I want to do something really cool. I want you to take me in an airplane, and I'd like you to teach me how to land an airplane and take it off. And I say, okay, great, let's do that. So a couple things go through my mind as an instructor. Number one, I know something about you that you're not even aware that I'm going through mentally. So let's talk about this. I'll get to that point and what that is in just a moment. I put you in the seat. You're in the left seat. That's where the pilot typically sits. I'm going to give you the pilot seat. Assuming you know nothing about aviation and how an airplane flies, I'm going to point to the ground and I'm going to say to you, inside the airplane on the floor, there are 2 pedals. If you push a pedal to the left, the airplane goes to the what? Goes to the left. If you push a pedal to the right, the airplane goes to the right. This is how we steer the airplane on the ground. All right, so we got a little steering wheel, and then you've got these pedals. We start the engine up. We start taxiing or moving. Notice I said taxiing or moving. I'm saying taxiing in case somebody doesn't know what the word taxi means. This is why you have to learn to be effective. Now, I would assume everybody here knows what taxiing an airplane means, but I did that purposely to show you if for some reason somebody may not know that, maybe somebody really young I'm trying to share something with, they don't know that. So we're taxiing the airplane. We're getting ready to make a left turn. I say, go ahead, because remember, I already told you to make a left turn. We push the what? The left pedal, right? Okay? So we get ready to make a left turn. Guess what the first thing is that you do? You grab the what? The steering wheel. Why? Because all these years before this, thousands of times, every single time you went to make a left turn, guess what you did? You grabbed the what? Steering wheel, and you did what? You turned left. I don't tell you anything yet other than I slap your hand gingerly. I say, leave the steering wheel alone. Now your brain gets this message to leave the steering wheel alone. You got a little confused there. Wait a minute, I don't grab the steering wheel to turn left? No, you push the pedal. So we start making the left turn. You start turning left with the pedal, and your brain goes, oh my gosh, I turn left. Oh, not with the steering wheel. I turn left with this pedal. Now, as you know, to make a left turn or a right turn, you use the pedals. I now incorporate what this really is. It's not a steering wheel, but you, because you know nothing about aviation, you know this to be a steering wheel because you've been programmed for decades that turning a steering wheel makes you go left and right. But here's what I tell you it is now, not in the beginning. I don't slap your finger and tell you what it is. I slap your finger and say, leave the steering wheel alone. That makes total sense to you. Then I tell you that this It's not circle. You'll notice it's not circle. It actually looks like this in the airplane. It looks just like this. And you grab onto it like that. You know what we call it? I don't know who came up with this one. We call it a yoke. Now, because I know most of you here speak English, when I say the word yoke, what do you think of?
A cow.
A what?
A cow or something like that.
Okay, that's one. Anything else? So you think of the yoke on the cow, right? On the neck? An egg, all right? So most people would probably think maybe egg. So if I said to you, number one, I've already confused your brain by saying make a left turn, and you're going like this, and the plane doesn't move, so you already got a brain fart. Why am I going to give you another one by saying don't touch the yolk? Now your brain's going yolk, cow, egg, what? Huh? I'm really confused now. Now I limit your ability to learn. I've inhibited that. So now once you've got the message that left turns left, right turns left with your foot, now I can introduce to you, oh, by the way, we call this a yoke, not a steering wheel. So now next time I say let go of the yoke, you now have learned a new word, same word technically, but it is a different what? It's got a different symbol to it. That is how you communicate effectively. You know what? I'll show you how poor people communicate effectively. If I made a video right now, with you in the airplane, and I said to you, when you touch the yoke, you grabbed it, and I slapped your hand, and I said, don't touch the steering wheel, and I put that video in a pilot's group, do you know how many people would criticize me? That's not a steering wheel. Why did you say that? That tells me right there, if you respond that way, you know nothing about communicating. Ta-da! And you would be surprised how many people would want to criticize and call me out on that. So my point for you is, are you effectively communicating your message effectively enough that the receiver understands the symbols to know what your offer is, it's clear and concise, they know what the outcome is, and then in time or whatever, they're willing to convert to a sale to be into your community or whatnot. All right, make sense? Next point on your handout. Lower the grade level of how you communicate. Fill in the word with grade. Lower the grade level of how you communicate. People do not care that you're a doctor of da-da-da-da-da-da, and you show people how to take their synapses and turn it into the brain, which goes in the one ear and out the other, and then they don't, you're confusing them. Next point on your handout, I like grades 3 to 5. You notice I do not use any fancy lingo, and if I do, I will stop, rewind, and explain it to you. The best way to figure out, this is, if you don't know this, this is really cool. Next point on your handout, fill in the blanks, HemingwayApp.com. Oh, this is so cool. Don't go there now. Stay with me, but save it for later, but you definitely want to go there. If you're writing some sales copy, or an email, or an ad, whatever, or a post, you can paste it into HemingwayApp.com, and it will immediately tell you at what grade level you're writing it at. So if it pops out grade 11, I ain't happy with grade 11. I want to communicate to a 3rd grader or a 5th grader. So then it will suggest what words to remove, what words to eliminate, and then I go in and I keep eliminating until I get it down to 11th grade, 8th grade. I'm getting close. I'm at a 6th grade level. We got a 4th grade level. Boom, that's the copy I want. Pretty cool, huh? So it helps you communicate your message. It kind of helps you dumb it down a little bit. And you want to dumb it down because if you don't dumb it down, you're not going to communicate your message effectively. And that's going to affect your business. Number one, people are not going to change your behavior. They're not going for the outcome because they don't even understand the outcome. And they're definitely not going to purchase from you. All right? So keep putting your offer out.